This podcast is not medical advice, therapy, or substitute for professional mental health support. We are speaking from lived experience, personal reflection, and public education. If you're in crisis or feel at risk of harming yourself or someone else, please contact emergency services or a crisis line in your country.
Hi all, my name is DT and welcome to the other side. Okay, so welcome to Human Not Haunted, which is a conversation with my guest Ashley McGrorty. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
We are going to talk about very serious issues, mental illness, stigma, survival, treatment, shame, and support, and everything. Because Ashley is not only living with mental issues, but also used to work in mental health institutes.
Yeah.
So he has both sides on this matter. So welcome and thank you for your time.
No, thank you.
First, would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers, please?
Hi, viewers. My name's Ashley.
That's it.
That's it. I'm just Ashley.
Okay.
Nothing special.
What can we know about you? Where do you live? What do you do?
So I'm from the Isle of Wight. I'm currently unemployed. We can go into that a little bit later. If you can remember that point.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, just Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley from the Isle of Wight.
That's in England.
It's in England, yeah. And do you remember how we met?
Like it was yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about this for a little.
So before, I have my own little group called Egg Gain in Colour. But before this, I used to edit and fix up old photos with another Facebook group. Somebody got in touch with me and said, could you edit 5 Egg Game photos? So I didn't know who Egg Game was. So I edited the 5 photos. They were in black and white. And as a little treat, I suppose, I think I put 2 in colour. I sent the photos over and it took them ages to get back, and they were a little bit rude with the photos. So I sort of unsent them, and I think out of a little bit of frustration, I just thought, I'm going to do my own Egg Game group. I'd just never heard of the guy before, and I just spent some time on these pictures. I didn't really want to waste them, but the whole thing sort of just blew up at the beginning. And me being new to a Facebook group or running a Facebook group, the security, the admin was just atrocious. And then I got a message from you one day saying, hi, I'd like to help you.
Yeah.
I was very wary of you because I had a person before, not long before, say, can I come do admin for you, but I want money. And so I didn't know who to trust or what to do with this group, but you've been there every step of the way. We talk almost daily. I found a very good friend.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I feel the same way. Well, I found your group with Ed Gein because of the Netflix series Monsters. And I think it was the 3rd season that talked about Ed Gein's story. And I have a very good friend whom we did a very big scale podcast, which is not finished yet. I'm on it, don't worry. And I saw your pictures, like Ed Gein in Colour, and those pictures were so lively and brought this case so close to us, so humane and everything, that I just thought that I would offer you my help with being an admin, and that's how we met. And as you guys see behind Ashley, a very beautiful background.
Oh, I'm just crazy about it now. I mean, it's hard to explain because I've very similar illness to Ed himself,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't justify murders. We don't
No,
justify any of the crimes.
no.
This
Didn't,
was a very unwell person that if he'd got the help earlier, then I don't see any of this happening.
yeah, or at all.
But it's hard to
Yeah.
explain. It's not like, oh, I like murder and I like serial killers and things like this. It's just Ed's life is just so interesting, the whole cases. And it's like going to I don't know the feelings like going to say my friend's house. I haven't yet, but he's got a spider. You know, if you go to a zoo or something, you go to see the poisonous snakes and spiders and things.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit like that for me and Ed. Like that's the
Uh-huh.
feeling I sort of get. So I'm not glorifying him at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't do that.
No,
We don't glorify. We do not romanticize.
size, no.
No.
We
Yeah.
just look at the facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and your group or our group, I don't know how to say that.
Our group, you put so much work into it as well. So don't forget that. It wouldn't be.
Yeah, no romanticizing, because he was a very, very sick man, right? And I think he was schizoid, paranoia, or paranoid schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic, yeah.
Schizophrenic, yeah. So a very tortured soul, so to say.
Yeah. I mean, that's been confirmed that it's schizophrenia, but if you look at certain areas, you can sort of see that he's maybe on the spectrum a little bit
Mm-hmm.
himself, which I sort of relate to as well, as being on the spectrum myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here we are with our topic. We are talking about mental illness, and you told me that you have a few issues. Could you talk a little bit about those?
Yeah. So my younger years, I was diagnosed with emotionally unstable personality disorder. Been diagnosed with a schizoaffective disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Then for my 40th birthday, I got a diagnosis for autism and ADHD, which was a very late diagnosis for me, but has answered a lot of questions that I've had since I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
But today I'm having a good day. There's good days, bad days, but today's a good day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very glad. Yeah, sometimes Ashley disappears from the internet. Yeah, when did you first realize that your mind worked a little bit differently from other people's?
So I found it hard to make and keep friends at school.
Mm-hmm.
My behaviour was very bad when I was a child at school.
Like how? Did you fight
When,
all the time, or?
no, I used to like making people laugh in class, and I'd do anything to do that. I had no focus on anything. I didn't want to work, and
I see.
they eventually asked me to leave the school a year before I finished the school.
Mm-hmm.
There was no support back then.
Mm-hmm.
41 now,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it was hard understanding people. But I remember being in middle school, and it still happens today. I heard my name being shouted, but I was at the back of the class, and it took me a while to realise that this is coming from somewhere, but not from reality.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear voices, I don't hear commands, but I hear one word, and that's my name.
Mm-hmm.
My mornings, I can wake up to screaming, which sounds like it's from outside. And I still struggle today to talk to people, because if I hear noise going on in the background, I can't focus on what someone's saying. So I come across rude, or I'm not interested in what they're saying, and it's not really the case. But I think school was, there was no one to talk to about it. There was no family. I certainly didn't want to tell friends that, my name keeps jumping up, and, I can hear this ringing noise all the time. Like, I can't focus. And I think, as a child, it all began. And then as I got older, I got to the age of 17, and then I heavily masked a lot of things with and alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Which went on for quite a few years. But yeah, I'd say from a child I started noticing things.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel a lot more resilient now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do feel a little bit stronger.
Yeah. Was it scary when you realized that it was in your head?
I think I felt fear.
Mm-hmm.
I feel more frustration. I get really angry because when I'm with friends and if I'm sat having dinner, I can hear ringing noises or I can hear screaming. It's hard to explain because I'm medicated now. It very rarely happens.
Mm-hmm.
But in the mornings when I wake up, it's very loud and it takes me a while, you know, I have coffee, breakfast, and then my day's clear. I'm quite focused.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel challenged.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I let a lot of people down. But then is that them not understanding me,
Mm-hmm.
or am I not explaining enough or explaining properly?
Mm-hmm.
But I've just come to the conclusion that I'm wired different. I'm not like
normal people.
And this is the life I've got to live.
Mm-hmm. So
Whereas
you've accepted it.
I've accepted. I've learned to love myself a little bit more.
Uh-huh. Which diagnosis was the most hard to accept?
I think the autism and ADHD,
Mm-hmm.
because I had an awareness with the psychosis and EUPD. I educate myself, and I just turned 40. Life begins at 40.
Yeah, true.
And then I remember the day I was in hospital actually, and before being sent home or being allowed out of the secure hospital, I remember a doctor getting in my face, and I sort of went back like that. And he said, "So
I'm just sorry to do that to you. I just have a feeling that you have autism. How did that make you feel?"
I said, "Absolutely horrible. Don't do it again." And that started the ball rolling for me going to be assessed for ADHD and autism. And just turning 40, you just think it answered a lot of questions, but at the same time, it's another label. And this is what I want to try and get across to your viewers, people that are struggling themselves. It's just a label. It's you can get through things. It's I'm so open about saying how I am because I've had to tell my story thousands of times.
Yeah.
And if I can save one person or just help one person, everything's worth it. But I do think the autism, the ADHD, it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you said this out loud, that the purpose of our podcast basically is to help others with listening to you and your openness. So I am very grateful to have you here.
No problem.
And if we can help just one person, it was totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask a little bit difficult question. Have people ever treated you as dangerous or unstable or too much because of your mental health?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
How? Like, are they scared of you or?
No, I'm not a dangerous person. When I become unwell, I'm more of a danger to myself than others. My behaviour has got me into jail twice, and I'm not covering that up with just saying, "Oh, it was my mental health." My behaviour was disgusting. It was towards my parents, and you know, if I could take that back, I would, but I couldn't. I didn't know where I was. I was not well. I was taking things I shouldn't have been taking. I just wasn't me. I've had people talk about me. You know, one incident was in a pub, and a lady that was a bit older than me was telling people not to converse with me because I'm dangerous, because she knew for a family member that I was mentally unwell.
Thank you, old lady.
Yeah, but you know, it's just misunderstanding. Yeah. That's how I take it now. When people if people want to ask me a question, just ask. It's, I'm still human.
Yeah, absolutely. And not haunted.
Yeah, not haunted. Not haunted.
Yeah. So, what do people usually get wrong about psychosis? What do you think?
So my psychosis, I just go on sort of like autopilot,
Mm-hmm.
and the worst time, I think I was psychotic for a few days. I wasn't well at all, but I just go on autopilot and I don't really know what's happening. I've got no concept of time. Sometimes I say things that I don't remember saying. Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Mm-hmm. So it's like you go outside for, I don't know, throwing out the rubbish, and then you end up in a very different place like 2 days later, or?
I'm unsafe, and sometimes I end up in hospital because places I end up.
Okay.
I do go off wandering. I have wandered before,
So you're a wanderer.
but had no concept of talking to police that have stopped me and taken me to hospital. I've just no recollection, and no drugs or alcohol on most occasions, but drugs and alcohol were certainly
No help.
with my mental health at all.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. So, do you have any, like, a card or identification with you, like that can tell authorities that you have mental
No,
issues?
we have quite a good system here, and I can't talk for the whole of England, but on the Isle of Wight, so emergency services are aware of me. They're aware of how to cope with me, and this is a good thing. This is you've got the hospital working with the police, so they sort of understand, how to deal with me or how the police approach me. I know this sounds bad, but a lot of the time, becoming unwell, it took the police to take me into hospital. Not because I was in trouble; it's because the police have that power to give you something that they give you a section, so they can take you and force you to go into hospital.
Well, I don't think it's a bad thing. It's actually a good thing that they take care of people who are struggling, or they seem to be lost on the streets or whatnot. Yeah, it's really good. In my country, in Hungary, we usually just walk past by. So even the police may not care, sometimes. So I think it's much safer over there. So you said that you just learned like a year ago or something that you have autism and ADHD. So did you have the opportunity to learn about autism and ADHD and your condition?
Probably one of the first things I did when I was diagnosed, because I have friends, I have family that are also on the spectrum. But everyone's at different places on this spectrum.
Yeah.
And I tried to be an adult. I tried to be the 41-year-old I am, but at the end of the day, I'm just a big kid. And I do have mannerisms, childlike mannerisms. Yeah, but that was about a year ago.
So what do you think people get wrong about autism and ADHD now that you know what's going on?
There's just no understanding
At all?
And no, and I like to put a few boundaries up. Meeting new people is the scariest thing for me. But boundaries are really important to me.
Yeah.
I only have a handful of friends that are just amazing. They're like my family, but we've all got boundaries. We all put boundaries, and we all respect those boundaries. And I don't know, I just work better. And if people want to ask me a question, I'd rather them, or they need to be at, how do I put this? They need to be in a comfortable position to be able to ask me, it'd be nice if people ask needs or, likes, dislikes. And I just think it's lack of understanding, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I do teach autistic kids in my school, and I also have autistic friends. you guys
Yeah.
are fantastic, really. I mean, a lot of people have no idea about autism. Even one of my colleagues is unwilling to accept the fact that we have autistic kids in the school and we have to teach them or approach them, each of them, differently. You know, it's not because, oh, yeah, or anything. No, it's because every autistic person works in a different way, right? You said so. Like the spectrum is so wide and vast, even that even I could be autistic if I went to a hospital and I got a diagnosis. I think I'm on the spectrum as well. But also it's a very dangerous thing to say that, oh, everybody has a little autism, right? Because that's not true. I'm saying that I may have autistic traits because I remember, like, for example, always having the same breakfast for years on without ends, always the same thing. Or drawing, like I always escape from reality by drawing, you know. And it always helped me. Also, if you put me any kind of country, I will learn the language within a year. So I think I may be on the spectrum, but hey, I'm still living a full life, and you're still living a full life. I mean, you have your home, you have your family, you have your friends, you have your hobbies, and so on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you feel misunderstood by strangers more, or friends, or family, or professionals?
Yeah, one of my problems is I find it really hard to read people. So sometimes I don't know if someone's being funny or if someone's upset. Sometimes I can't read between the lines. I find that really a struggle. And sort of talking to more than one person at once is too chaotic for me. If there's three people talking at me at the same time, that's too much for me.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
So what do you do then? Do you go to another room, or?
So the mind being different from the body, I feel quite resilient. You know, my head's a lot clearer, but my body goes into sort of tremors sometimes. I don't know if this is caused by trauma, but I have uncontrolled. I think I've shown you the videos.
Yeah, I have even seen you,
and
like a little bit shaky.
Yeah, but my whole body will overtake, and that gets frustrating because I can't have any control over my body, although my head's fine.
I see. Yeah, so it's easy to misunderstand by strangers, I guess.
I get quite embarrassed because you look like maybe you've been drinking too much. And if that's sort of first thing in the morning, going to buy a coffee or something, and your hand's shaking like that.
Yeah. So,
alcoholic. I'm aware of people staring at me, and I'm constantly looking around. I need to map out doors. I need to map out who's who. I need to map everything out, and that's so draining. I get so tired just going out for a meal, because it's the build up of going out for the meal, and then it's that atmosphere of just takes over you.
I see. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this scares me because I feel the same way. I hate going out, like mingling with people. It's like, oh, don't touch me. Oh, don't talk to me. But I'm asocial like that, so no. I didn't used to be like this. I used to be very social and like very friendly and but after, I don't know, age 30, maybe 35, I started becoming a snail. And it's like, yeah, don't touch me. Yeah. Okay. So my next question is there a difference between being mentally ill and being a bad person? And this is one of my favorite topics. That's why I'm smiling so hard.
There is. Not everyone's bad. Not everyone's bad. I'm not a bad person. I've done bad things, but I'm not a bad person.
Yeah. So
No,
yeah,
I don't think so.
there's a huge difference. I must admit there are bad people who suffer from mental illnesses. Just look at Ted Bundy or whatever serial killer on the list.
Except for Edkin.
So yeah, for example, you can be a very bad person without any mental illnesses just because you were brought up like that in a very toxic environment where you had to, I don't know, fight for your food or your place in the family or whatnot. And when you become an adult, you still have these traits and you're always competing with other people, or you're very egocentric or stuff like that, you know. And it doesn't mean that you have a narcissistic personality disorder, because people like to throw this word around these days very easily without even knowing what a narcissistic personality disorder looks like in the real world. So they don't have a good manner, right? So they're rude and maybe uneducated or unintelligent even. But on the other hand, mentally ill person can be a very good person, like kind-hearted or very giving or even people-pleasing degree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you want people to understand before judging someone with complex mental health issues?
Just don't do it. Don't judge. I mean, who are you to judge?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I like say I'm wired different, but my whole life can disappear within a year. I lost my family, I lost my job, I lost my house, and then I was homeless with nothing, and that was all from just becoming unwell, being in hospital. You know, strain on my relationship. You know, I've really put family through it, but you know, they're starting to understand now, and the more open I am with them, the more they listen.
Yeah, don't judge and don't diagnose.
But it's not about just judging somebody on their diagnosis. You wouldn't judge somebody for anything. Just who are you to judge? Who are you to judge?
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so yeah, I think it's safe to say that today's episode's myth is people with serious mental illness are dangerous, but the reality is not quite the case, right? You are also human, and of course you need to find help if you think that you are unwell or realize that things are not going well around you, and don't be afraid to ask for help, right?
No, and have good friends, because this has been my saviour.
Yeah.
My friends, the group. My friends got a little bit worried about me getting too into the group because I've worked so hard on it, and it's consumed so much of my time. But also, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know when I'm becoming unwell, and my friends pick up little messages, and they're there. They're there. I can't. You know, you need good friends, and you need to be open. I try to be open and honest with my friends, but I don't like hurting them. I don't like telling them too much. So sometimes I hide a lot of stuff, which I don't mean to, which does upset them.
Yeah.
But no, they're my saving grace.
Thank you, friends.
Well, I think we are through with this episode. Would you like to add anything?
No, just thank you for having me on, and thank you to all you guys listening. It means a lot to me.
Yay, thanks for being so honest. And guys, we are going to do 4 more episodes, so subscribe, like, share, hype the video, and comment. Also, I will put the Adginning Color Group's link in the description box, so you guys can find Ashley on the internet. So thank you very much. Yeah, take care, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. Are you ready?
In 2 seconds. Just
Okay.
try and turn my notifications off of Facebook. Just have a quick vape.
All right. So I have to kill my cigarette. Hi all, my name is DT and welcome to the other side. Yeah, that's better. We have 6 more minutes. Great. Yeah, so my dog is coming. He thinks we're finished. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. My dog.